Hello, I am back here with a new video for you all. My name is Shauna. It's a video that I've really been thinking about quite a bit lately. When you're starting up YouTube, you can kind of imagine the amount of hate you're going to get even beforehand, and you do already have to be aware that you're going to get hate as soon as you start.
Feel good sometimes I don't, no. I finesse down Western Road, next. Might go down to G.O.D, wait. I go hard on side.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about it and talk about how to deal with that. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. I'm going to start right from the beginning. I have a feeling that this is going to help quite a few of you out that are in school, that are dealing with bullies. I seem to be friends with a lot of boys, put it that way. Like, most girls in my school necessarily hated me. I do not know why. There was no excuse because they didn't even know me. I think it will help you to understand exactly where I've come from in the past to try and help you get through this stage in school, or even if it's out of school and you're doing something really big and people are putting you down for it. There's no excuse whatsoever for it. When I was in school, like, most girls hated me. Don't know why, still don't know why. And most of the girls that hated me then, they probably still hate me now. I'm not too bothered. That is exactly the way you should take it. Every year you hear about a new story about someone's been bullied, someone ends up killing themselves and committing suicide and things like that. And I think it's a huge subject that everyone needs to work on. For one, if you're being bullied, think about why someone would even bother bullying you. If they don't like you, then in reality, they should not even speak to you. Like, they shouldn't even have to feel the need to put their input in. Now, if they're feeling the need to put their input in, they're just being malicious. They're being that way for a reason, basically. The best thing I would say is to ignore it all. If they're a nice person, they're not going to say it at all. I was one of those girls that basically had a lot of people that hated me. Like, I admit I was so bad with makeup. I couldn't do makeup. Literally, I think at the end of my school years, all I knew about was a bit of foundation. That's all I'd done, a bit of foundation, a bit of mascara. There was loads of comments that was said to me when I was in school. When you're in it, you think of it so much more. You also start to believe them. You're only believing them because they're telling you so often. So you start believing it like, well, I must be. Like, so many people were saying it to me. But honestly, there's probably nothing wrong with you. Like, nothing wrong with you. At the end of the day, we all have different things about one another. Like, every single person is different. It doesn't matter what you look like, what imperfections you have, you're still beautiful. I've got a load of imperfections, a load of them. But after a while, you get to about an age, I would say I was about, 20, when I started realising that it wasn't such a big deal about having imperfections. And I think that's what most of you just need to accept. Like, you need to accept your imperfections, and when you do, and then you love them about yourself, no one can hurt you. Like, no one can hurt you at all. If anyone was to say the things they used to say to me, for instance, I would not be bothered. You kind of have to be that brave to come on YouTube, have everyone watch you, find out everything about your life in order to be okay with it, because otherwise it will hurt you a lot if, you can't deal with that situation. Honestly, like, I used to believe it all the time. Like, I used to come home crying sometimes, and I literally just believed I really was ugly. Like, I really did believe it. Honestly, it is only because you're getting told by those bullies that you believe it. Think about it. When you weren't in school and you weren't getting bullied, did you actually think about your appearance whatsoever? When you're in primary school, everyone's beautiful. Like, because I realised that, like, All my teachers and everything, I used to see them so much more beautiful when I was younger. But as people get older, they see them, you just see like a lot more imperfections when you're growing up, because then you start to realise how everyone's not so perfect. Not that everyone is perfect, because that's not true. What you have to do in order to feel happy about yourself and your life, like the first thing in order, I think, to have happiness is you have to be happy in yourself. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Like, it won't work whatsoever, because you're not gonna feel good in yourself, and you need to feel good in yourself in order to not be thinking about bad things. You'll be thinking positive instead. When you get there, that's when you feel a lot more happier. I remember I was so depressed in secondary school. I was so depressed in secondary school, and it was like a really, really hard time for me. And after that, all the way through up until I was about 20, 21, I had that depression, and it was really bad. But what you also have to think about is one day it will all be over and you'll come out the stronger person. And I'll tell you why you come out the stronger person. You've grew up with that. You've had all these hate comments. You've had all the comments, like all bad comments you could possibly have in your life. And you're so used to them, you do not care anymore. And you realise when you look in the mirror then that what they were going on about all along wasn't so bad, and you don't know why you believed it. That's where you're going to get. And when you get there, everything gets so much better. And think about it. Where do you think they will be when you get there? Because when you get there, you'll be stronger than ever, because you would have had to put up with that all your life. They didn't. So if anything, the people that bullied you or bully you, they're only going to be in the same position as they were back then, bullying and looking down on other people and criticising them just to make themselves feel better. And it's not right. I think that people that do that, ideally, they're doing it to make themselves feel a whole lot better about themselves, because they clearly are insecure. It's that simple. They're clearly that insecure that they have to make you feel down about yourself. Otherwise, they would not even care what you were doing with your life. Honestly, they would not care about you. They would not even take a look at you. They would not even say one word to you. Do you get me there? But that's why I'm saying all of this to you all out there, that you don't think you're good enough. But believe me, everyone is good enough. I can't express that enough. Everyone is good enough in this world. Everyone is good enough. No one can take that away from you, and don't let them. Honestly, do not let them. You're giving them strength by taking that in and feeling crappy and not confident, and coming in the next day hating yourself because you don't know why they hate you, or you don't know why you're getting called these names. You're giving them exactly what they want, and they love it. When you're not being yourself and being confident, it gives them more limelight. Then there's less people for other people to concentrate on. And if other people ain't concentrating on you, then they're probably going to concentrate on the other people that are confident, the ones that are dominating the school, or anywhere. The ones that are dominating, they will be concentrating on them. But if you think about it correctly, be confident, be yourself. I used to hate myself so much, and I didn't even understand why I was alive. That's how bad it got. I didn't understand and I didn't even want to be here no more. Like, when I think of that now, it's amazing from how bad it got to how far I've come now. Like, now, this is why I can kind of do the video, because I actually don't care about any haters, like anything. I don't care about bullies, I don't think they deserve that attention. There's ways to deal with it, and the ways to deal with it is to make yourself so confident that they cannot touch you, they can't harm you. Like, think about it as well for a second, yeah? You have bullies in school, yeah? After school, do you think you never get bullies again? See, there's a difference, because there's bullies in school, but then when you grow up to an adult, you get haters, yeah? You get people that look at you horribly in the street for no reason, people that like automatically slag you off in the street for no reason, people that start fights in the street for no reason. So it's basically life at the end of the day. There's always going to be someone that don't like you. There's always going to be someone that don't like you even for nothing, like even for no reason at all. And you just have to deal with it and just take it in and let it out. That's it, like just let it out. So yeah, you basically still deal with all those things after school. You still deal with them, but it's just when you're a lot stronger, and it's easier because you're a lot stronger. And no one can do it as much because you're stronger. So if there's anything I would tell you all whilst you're being bullied, is learn to love yourself. If you love yourself, they cannot harm you. I truly dislike bullies. I think it's so horrible, it's so malicious to pick on someone that you already know they feel low about themselves, and they still have to put their little word in to make them feel even worse about themselves. I truly dislike the people that go and tell people to kill themselves. Like, that is a huge statement. How could you say that and live with that? I know people don't take it that seriously, but they should. If they did go and kill themselves and you said that to them, you would regret that for the rest of your life. Maybe not when you're a child, but when you grow up and think smart, you will regret that. It is horrible, it's disgusting. That's why I had to make this video for you all. Sorry, it was a bit of a ramble kind of rant thing. I just don't want any of those people out there that are having trouble with this to have problems like I did. Like, I believed it all. And I don't want you to believe it all, and it will all be over soon when you have your own life and you don't have to be around these people 24/7. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of me. If you do want a notification, then you can click the bell icon and it will notify you whenever I make a new video. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bye.